following program is a production of Ho'ike Kauai Community Media.
Aloha, everyone. This is Olivia, joining you right outside of the County Council chambers, right behind me. And I just finished up filming the County Council update with Councilmember Decosta and Councilmember Rapozo. It was a lot of good information for our ongoing housing crisis, so stay tuned for that. Before that, I want to turn it over to Councilmember Addison Bulosan, who has a certificate he'd like to present, as they did not get to present it during today's meeting.
Aloha, Councilmember Bulosan here, and on behalf of the Kauai County Council, we want to present this certificate to Kumuhula, Lena Ala, Pavao, Jardine, and their halau for their whole weekend, this weekend, October 19th, 20th. We wanted to celebrate her and their entire team and all the volunteers who are making this possible in celebration of the art of hula and our Hawaiian culture. Mahalo for all that you do, and congratulations on your huike. Aloha.
Thank you to Councilmember Bulosan for presenting that certificate that is well-deserved and goes to one of our community leaders who continues to make a huge impact in our community. Now, I'll turn it over to Council Chair Rapozo and Councilmember Decosta to get you the latest on the bill that was brought to the floor today. Anyway, that also does it for me. So until next time, which should probably be next week, I'll see you later.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the County Council Roundup here at the Historic County Building. I'm Chair Mel Rapozo, along with Councilmember Billy Decosta. Appreciate you being here today. We had only a couple of items on the agenda today, and the first one was a briefing from Early Childhood Education System Coordinator Alana Bauman and Sherry Nakamura from the State of Hawaii School Facilities Authority, and we had basically a briefing and an update on the early learning programs that are going on here in the state of Hawaii. And it was interesting. And I know we just came back from Oahu from our conference and had a lengthy discussion with Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke, who had shared a lot of this very important programs for our kids.
Yeah. It's proven that a child's brain is 80% developed by the age of 3 and moving into 90% developed by the age of 5. So if they're not reading and counting and adding and subtracting pre-kindergarten, they're already behind time. And there's also a statistic that says that by 3rd grade, if they're behind in reading, they probably will never read to grade level. Wow. So if we can intervene at this level, Chair, and Sylvia Luke, Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke and Green, they have an initiative to help pre-K, and it's a great thing, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's always a shortage of early learning for our kids, and a lot of it is to do with cost. So I'm glad that the state is pursuing this, and with the leader Sylvia Luke she's really pushing this as one of her top priorities. So pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, we had her on our breakfast table.
Yeah,
we felt kind of fortunate, man. You, me, Bernard, Ross, and we sat there with her and she picked our brain. I almost felt special, like when she was sitting on our table.
Well, because you are special.
No, I'm not special.
You have been a school teacher for how long?
24 years.
Yeah, so you know exactly how important this is for our keiki. So much mahalo to, again, KPAA, Kauai Planning and Action Alliance, and the state for the briefing. And then we had our committee hearing in the planning committee regarding a bill that you and I introduced regarding adding the opportunity to add guest houses on ag land. I mean, that's how it started. Really appreciate you taking the lead on that and starting the discussion again. This is something that we've discussed over 10 years ago about allowing our families on ag lands to be able to build a guest house for their family members. That we have this amazing exodus from the state by our kids because they can't afford to live here. And we keep talking about affordable housing opportunities and working with developers, but this is a way that we can get almost instant results, basically, with our families that are on agricultural properties that can now put up a guest house. And the way it works is for every allowable unit, residential unit that you have, depending on the size of your lot, if you're entitled one dwelling, then you can get one guest house. If you're on a larger agricultural lot and you can put up to 3 units, you can have 3 guest units. So it's going to really help. It's going to really help. You got 2 of your kids living on the mainland now. 2 of mine are living on the mainland, and the real reason is because they simply just can't afford to live there.
Well, Chair, like you said, right, in 2014, Councilmember Kagawa and yourself had the discussion. You guys had this vision, and the council at the time, besides the 2 of you, did not support it. And the mayor at the time, the administration team didn't support it. Keep ag. Well, I want you guys to know an acre of land is 44,000 square feet. And if you were to maximize that land with fruit trees at 20 feet apart, mango trees, you could put 100 trees on an acre of land, 20 feet apart. Now, if you put your 2 houses to live along the mango trees, which is your 3-bedroom, 1,400 square foot house, and your guest house, 800 square feet, that only takes up 2,200 square feet, which is 5% of your ag land, which is 5 mango trees out of 100. So you still can keep ag. But the poor vision of the council 14 years ago did not push this through. Councilmember Cavalli and myself wanted to do it when I first got elected. We did have a different managing director. Now we have managing director Reiko Matsuyama, chief of staff Sarah Blaine, our mayor. We all sat down, Chair, thank you for you pursuing this with the mayor. He agreed, planning agreed, and they said this is a good thing. And comment to Kipukai Kuali, who him and I met with water, and water told us that they cannot provide water in areas that is water shortage, Kapahi, Wailua, Lawai. So we asked them, what about rain catchment? And you know what they told us on record? They cannot deny us rain catchment. So now you have an opportunity to do your own water if you cannot get water. So this, Chair, now I get kind of emotional. This will give our local families who have local land the chance to bring the kids home.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we started this discussion last year. As soon as I came back on the council, you and I had the initial discussion, and it wasn't accepted right away. I mean, there was a lot of opposition. I think a lot of fear that we're going to create all these gentleman estates, and which is simply not true. The gentleman estates already happened. I mean, it's out there. The rich are getting the benefit of our ag lands. They're not really farming, folks. They might plant some sod, have a couple of horses in the backyard.
800 acres and 20 cows.
Yeah.
What is that?
And our local families who live on ag land are being told by the county, sorry, you cannot build an extra unit so your son or grandson or granddaughter can come home from the mainland. So I'm actually, today was only committee. We got to go next week in front of the full council. But this is going to be one of the bigger accomplishments I think I've ever seen or I've ever been a part of, because this will help a lot of local families now be able to keep their families at home. So I'm excited. I know that a lot of people are concerned that, neighborhood is going to explode. And it's not, we still got other zoning conditions that's got to be met. You will not be able to take advantage of this if you don't have water, if you don't have wastewater capacity, if you don't have enough water or fire safety mitigation measures in place. You're not going to get a permit.
And there's lot coverage, right?
Correct.
Your lot, your concrete, where your dwellings are going to go, got to be so much percentage of your lot that cannot exceed. So there is parameters in place to make sure that we don't sprawl in the urban area too much and we don't sprawl too much in the rural area.
I'll give you an example. My house in the Wailo house lots, because I know some of the council members was talking about the house lots going, listen, I live on a house that's about 7,000 square feet. My house is 720 square feet, bro. 720 square feet, smaller than what this allows. But because of the requirements, the lot coverage requirements, as well as the requirement to put in a septic system, I could not take advantage of this on my little lot in Wailo house lot. So this isn't going to blow up the neighborhoods. This isn't going to create this explosion of growth around the rural areas. But I can tell you that this will benefit a lot of local families that are sitting on ag land right now.
Well, I want to give an example of the testimony you read this morning, not to disclose the name, but there are 3 brothers who had 3 acres apiece from their parents. They took a 9-acre parcel, cut it up. Each son had a house, and only one son was allowed the guest house. So the other 2 had no way of putting a second home. Now they'll be able to put a second home. And both of them have 2 children apiece.
Perfect
For helping Kauai.
Yeah.
And Chair, just trying to be real here. This wouldn't have happened if I wasn't inspired by you. You inspired me one day when we sat here and we talked about Baron and Nikki and Braven and Bronze and Brock. and how we're going to help our local kids. And you told me that is your passion, and Chair, our kids might not return because they like the mainland, but we're doing this for other people. We're doing this for the people that want their kids home, Chair. And, for all of you out there who think that, being on a council is just talking the talk, it's coming up with solution-based legislative bills like we did and making a difference on Kauai.
Well, this will give a lot of opportunities to families on Kauai, and I'm excited. So,
yeah,
good stuff. So,
Ho'ike.
guys, Ho'ike, Channel 53,
Yep.
Channel 53, Ho'ike, Ho'ike.org. Go there, download the app, folks. They are an amazing app. And then, of course, www.kauai.gov. You can watch our meetings at any time of the day, even live on Wednesdays at 8:30 in the morning. So
I think Ho'ike's live coverage has even got better in the last month.
I agree.
They hired a new person and she's doing an excellent job.
That one?
Yeah.
Sitting behind the camera?
Sitting behind the camera.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
All right, you guys, until next time,
Yeah.
mahui ho.
Aloha.
Take care. Aloha.
Thanks, Chair.
Ho'ike Kauai Community Media's president and CEO is Allegra Gaines. Administrative assistant, Leko Someda. Production and education services by Roger Olson. Production and IT services by Max Richardson. News and events producer, Trisha Allen. County producer and social media manager, Olivia Franco. Ho'ike's board of directors include Chair Adam Reversi, Vice Chair Lexi Jones, Secretary Nathaniel Evslin, and Treasurer Jackie Kaina. Additional directors include Leah Awohi, Lori Barrett, Rod Green, Teak Rubiano, and Taylor Young.